Oh, hot girls have tummy issues.
I agree.
I ate half a pizza
Um,
last night, and that's all I ate yesterday,
Girl, what the fuck?
so my body's like, fuck you, you bitch. And I'm like, guess what, body? I'm gonna eat the other half today for lunch.
You gonna get mad at me if I finish this chapter?
Yes.
That's so rude.
You're not allowed to read in this house.
I'm almost a quarter way through.
Look at you go. I don't even know what you're reading right now.
Burning Maze.
Ah. Um, me question you. You don't have to do it like immediately or anything, but people were asking about my embroidery, and I only have 2 embroidery projects, which is the one I did on my pants that I can't fit into, and then the one I did for your birthday like 3 years ago. Um,
You need a picture?
yeah, I want a picture at some point, please and thank you, so I can send it. I was like, the second project is much better and way more ambitious. I'll get a photo.
Not the dust in my shelf in the picture. Anyways.
I was gonna crop it anyway, so it's fine. Listen, I noticed my bookshelf, the black bookshelf, is so dusty yesterday because I was taking physical books out for my physical
Mm-hmm.
finishing series vlog so that I can finish Heroes of Olympus. You know that series that
Oh
I've
my
been
god,
reading for.
the cereal? The
I
cereal?
I've been reading it. It's been out for a decade, and I'm finally
The way
reading
I've read it twice and you haven't even finished it.
it. I literally looked at the year as 2014 and I went, oh fuck me. Sorry, I'm not awake yet because I did 2 all-nighters last week.
I'm awake. I have caffeine and
I'm almost done with my first coffee, and I'm still not
damn it.
awake.
Hold on. You know when my earbuds connect but they don't connect?
Yes, it happens almost every time.
Stupid! No! They
What?
were connecting to my other phone because I was my audiobook while I was doing dishes.
That's so funny.
Kiki, why you let me do that, kitty? Kitty cat, you just let me do it. Let me be stupid. Hello.
Hi.
Okay, we're okay now. What the fuck? Sorry, Kiki, I'm taking away your pillow. My pillow, as in my squishmallow.
Okay, you ready to talk about my least favorite Katee Robert to this day?
Well, I suppose. Don't really have a choice.
Yeah, that's basically how I feel too.
Oh my god.
I've like blocked all of it out of my memory this whole entire book, so this is gonna be interesting reading my notes, which is, by the way, 1.5 pages long.
This is gonna be quick.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said this is gonna be a fast episode. I love this for me. Hello, welcome to a Fish and Flower podcast. Um, a stream of conscious podcast. I don't know. What's this intro?
Girl.
Stream of conscious podcast where we talk like we normally do. I don't fucking know. On today's episode, you already heard it. It's my least favorite. Katee Robert, Seducing My Guardian, the last Touch of Taboo book in that series. Because the last one is on Indefinite Hiatus, which was a throuple one. That one I was very excited for. I have thoughts and opinions about this book. I will talk about them in a minute. In the meantime, intros, me, I'm Flower, aka Rose. My fun fact. I don't know. I don't do much except read. Who am I? What year is it?
Are you okay?
No, I'm so sleep deprived.
Whose fault is that?
Uh, Ashley's for streaming until 3 a.m.
Oh, it has nothing to do with the fact you've been drinking coffee at like 6 p.m.,
I
7
stopped
p.m.
drinking coffee at literally 7 p.m. last night. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Do I need to come over, come out the walls, and whack you upside the head?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Um, anyways, oh, my fun fact is I'm contemplating trying to watch Outlander again. I only got, I think, 9 episodes in. First time I watched. My trick this time, Because the reason why I stopped is the sexual violence is a lot in the show. And I've heard about some scenes in the end of season 5. I'm not prepared for that. So my trick, if I do try again, is going. Why? Why are you sending me weird emojis out to the post I sent you?
Because I don't know what you're talking about. Still, nobody's gay anymore.
No, you're right. Anyways, my trick is gonna be just get fast forwarding through all those scenes. So
How
it
about you
should
just
take,
not watch it?
but I want to watch it
Why?
because technically it's technically a historical romance with time travel,
Great one, you.
which is so my type of thing. If you can't tell from my current work in progress, so it will take me like 20 minutes to watch all 7 seasons if I do it like that. So.
Then what's the point?
Because I'm me. And also, I keep on watching clips online instead of actually watching the show, but I have no context, so I'm just like, cool, fine.
You know what? You're done. I'm introducing myself now. My name is Fish, aka Stingray, and my fun fact for today, multiple. Can we ever get away with one with me? No. Yesterday I bought Heartstopper Volume 5. Therefore, I'm
Yay!
caught up. Everybody clap. I love being able to take stuff off my Amazon wish list after I buy it. It's so satisfying.
It's a good book.
Also, it's my grandma's birthday today.
Look at you go.
You're not even gonna say happy birthday? Wow.
Happy birthday to the fish's grandmother. Is she a shark?
No.
I think I'm in a chaotic mood today, can you tell?
I mean, wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Cold.
Oh, she's a Cancer. That's a water sign, right? So technically, yeah.
Wait, let me check.
My brother is also a Cancer, and I think that's a little funny.
Yep, it's a water sign. I know I'm an earth sign, which feels so accurate.
I'm also an Earth sign.
I love that for us. That's probably why we get along so well.
Yeah. I have two of my best friends. One being you. One being my friend who only I call them Kindy. The name's Kendall. I call them Kindy. That's my beloved. Also yeah.
When is October 7th horoscope sign?
Libra.
Thank you.
You wanna know how I know?
How do you know?
Because you know how we hate people named Connor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I learned that Bestie is an air sign.
Interesting. All the experiences I've had with Libras and Aquariuses have been horrible. I think I need to stay away from them.
That's so funny. Okay. Obviously, we are trying not to talk about this book. Because I don't want to talk
Also,
about
we haven't talked in a second.
it. That too.
I
Also, another quick note. You might be like, hey, wait a second. When you were talking about the other 3 books of the series, didn't you say this was like planned for not July, August? Yeah, you're right. But because I'm officially going away, I decided to throw out the whole entire schedule minus September because that is a set schedule for somebody's birthday. And so literally we're just recording them as I read the book. So the books that I have pre-read, they're coming out first, and that includes this one. That's what's happening now. There's no set schedule. I'm going off the seat of my pants. This is gonna be very interesting. I'm usually a very scheduled person.
Yeah, I'm concerned. Like, I'm scared.
It's fine. We don't need to talk about it. I am not stressed at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I feel like I'm so stressed to the point where I'm just no longer stressed. Does that make sense? Like, I was living a state of constant delusion and dissociation.
I think in about a month when it gets to beginning of August and I have like 2 weeks until I'm going and I gotta deal with the stress of the plane and air travel and anything that can go wrong with that and then trying to get all this shit done, I will be at that point. And I'm so excited.
I've never been on a plane.
I've been on multiple and it is my preferred form of travel. I do like trains and
How did you get
subways,
car sick?
but I hate cars and I hate boats. So
You know things about you.
yeah, and it's great because the airport is like 2 hours away.
That's sad.
I'm gonna have to take so much Dramamine. I'm just gonna pop one before we leave, and then I'm gonna text my sister to have my mom bring some when she comes to pick me up from the airport in September. The good news is Bessie's like 10 minutes away from the airport.
Yeah. The
All right,
fact that makes me want to kill myself. Anyways,
yeah, I'm gonna be like real close to you in comparison.
that's so fish phobic.
Um, you know what's flower phobic? That my two best friends live on the opposite side of the fucking country.
Well, let me live with you or something. I'm already in your wall.
Just move to the attic.
I could sit up there.
You can live with the bats. Okay.
I'd like
Do you
that.
think we're getting distracted by this? Not wanting to talk about this book. I'm
doesn't
really
feel like
trying
I
hard.
took enough caffeine today, and I took my batteries.
Oh, look at you go. Okay.
And I've already taken most of what I need to do today, so I'm like, woo!
Content warnings. We have sexual content, death of parent,
LOL.
grief, car accident, death, drug use, and it's not on the list, but drugging and sexual assault.
Huh?
It's not on the list, which is why when I read the third one and sexual assault was on that content warnings, I was like, but where? That's in the fourth one, not this one. I was so confused. I guess there's one dubious consent thing in that one, but like this one, yeah,
For my kitty cat.
I forgot that I did a thing with this whole entire series where I counted how many orgasms they each had. Hazel had 12 and Devin had 5.
And how long of a time?
It's like 2 days.
I feel like that's more reasonable than the other ones were.
Also, I would like everyone to know this was my 69th book of the year.
Oh, I just reached 40 the other day.
I
I
reached 87 yesterday.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry. In my defense, I do have it planned for 100th book reading vlog, and that's supposed to come out while I'm gone, which means I need to read that, so I need to get to 100. Okay, you already talked about this book?
Sure.
Okay, so 9 years ago on her birthday, 16th, if I can do the math, her 16th birthday, her parents died.
LOL.
In a car crash. God, the LOL. Devin, an army buddy of her dad's, becomes her legal guardian. She had never met Devin before, and he immediately ships her off to boarding school. Here's another thing. She rich. Like, her family came from money, like, old money. So when she reaches 25, he no longer is her legal guardian, and she gets full control of her inheritance, right?
That's pretty long. I feel like 25 is like, I don't know.
It's usually 21. It's usually 21. I am willing to bet the only reason Katee Robert made it 25 is so that the age difference didn't feel as icky. Which doesn't really matter because they were definitely icky before. So,
You know,
every year on her birthday, she would get extremely drunk and make dumb decisions to numb herself. But what would happen after the first year, Devin showed up and, like, quote unquote, saved her. And so it basically is like a thing to make her numb from the feelings. Valid, I get it. Therapy would be a good idea, but sure. But also, but also it's so that like Devin will show up and she can like hang out with Devin because, and I quote, when she was grieving for her parents, she was also lusting after Devin from day one. Literally, it's the day after her 16th birthday. Her parents just died in a car accident. She is an orphan, and she's like, but my legal guardian's kind of spicy.
Well, let's just hope it's because it's like you just went through something traumatic, so you want to do something drastic. Let's
I
look at it.
assume they were like trauma bonded or something, but good God. Okay, so it's like 11:30 p.m. the day before her 25th birthday. Yay. She's out at a bar. This whole thing has been the routine for the past 6 years. Uh, and so now that she has her trust fund and she can like use her own money, she's now at a respectable hotel bar that she has a room at, and she's waiting for Devin's probable arrival to say goodbye for good, but also like maybe seduce him now that he's not my legal guardian. Oh my God. So there's a married guy at the bar who shoots his shot and gets angry and handsy when she tries to turn him down.
I'm
When
a married guy!
I know when Dun Dun Devin's there and saves her. She works as a social media manager and with a large following. Um,
Couldn't be us.
something something happened last year on her birthday. That makes her think.
On her birthday.
Yeah, that makes her think Devin may kind of be into her too. Um, Oh, and then it immediately tells you what that thing was, which was him watching her masturbate in a town car.
What?
I
Where did you get here from?
need. Yup. Yup.
You want to repeat that for me, huh? What? Kiki looks so evil right now. I'm pissing her off so bad. She's
He
got
watched her go
evil
to Kitty Cat Town in a town car, obviously.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
So yeah,
Where is he in this car? Like,
he's
it's
just
what?
standing outside of it watching her.
Why is she masturbating in the car? What is that? What?
Don't ask questions.
I'm asking questions.
So they're just talking at the bar until it hits midnight and she's officially 25. And she's like, cool, you're not my guardian anymore. Either fuck me or I will find someone else too. So he turns her down and then he acts surprised and all jealous when she's actually perusing the bar for another option.
Oh my god. There's a surprise waiting for you.
And so he then, because of the jealousy, agrees, which kind of makes her feel a little weird because she was she was respecting his denial. She's like, if he turns me down, that's fine. Like, I'll just find somebody else. It's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna respect his choice. And then as soon as like another person comes into the picture, he's all like, never mind, I'm here. um, they use the good old safe word. I didn't even write down what it is. They record some of the sexy times. Uh, she has a history of people wanting to bang but not have relationships because they don't want to deal with her emotional baggage. And also, we learned Hazel is bi. This is the bi representation I did not need. Thank you for laughing at that. I found it very funny. I made that joke just now. I did not write it down.
Sometimes you're funny.
Oh, look at the cute Kiki. Okay.
Grumpy. I'm being proud.
She brought outfit changes for her fantasy of recreating the past 6 years' birthdays. Minus her 22nd birthday when she was drugged and he took care of her.
What the fuck?
They start at 19, where in the fantasy he catches her doing body shots and he takes her virginity. Okay, on to year 20! She's at a frat costume party, a schoolgirl costume. He's really into it, but also getting tired. But they only have tonight, because that's all they agree to, and stopping scares her. He states a renegotiation of another 24 hours, where they play the other 3 birthdays. I would like to know, I don't think they go back to recreating the birthdays. I think they just stop. Which is a shame, because I want to know what the other birthdays were.
Into the bit. Like, oh my god. Why don't
I know, right?
Like, fuck you. Get into the fucking bit. Like, ugh.
Since they're on break, she asks what he does for work since she's literally never known. That's not questionable at all. He works in tech security. Um, they have loving morning sex, which makes her emotionally sensitive, so she runs to the bathroom as he makes her favorite coffee before starting a conversation. He has a fantasy of her coming after him to seduce him. He gets her all her favorite breakfast from room service. And then they play his fantasy of trying to be quiet at his office.
Oh my god.
When I say they don't go back to the birthdays. Alright, so the whole both of them want more but are unwilling to speak about what they want thing is in this one is so much worse and more annoying. It was a thing in all the others. But like this one I don't maybe it's because she's kind of pick me girl. I don't know what it is about this one, but it's very annoying.
No.
Um
No.
I think it's because, well, most have hinted around 50% and not really again until they're about to separate. But that's been almost this whole book. This whole book is just them being like, I love you. But I can't say it, so we're just going to bang for this one night. So, anyways, she's crying during sex, so now he's comforting banging, which emotionally hurts as he's all, I just want to take care of you.
Oh my god.
I don't even. What does emotional, like, comforting banging mean? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't. This is so funny to read about after the fact. She says, I love you during it.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
They don't talk about it, and she immediately falls asleep.
I don't like it here.
She wakes up in the morning before him and is trying to sneak out. But he wakes up and lets her leave. And I quote me, in case you're wondering, they never continued the birthday fantasy because apparently the office fantasy took all day long. Literally, they banged once for the office fantasy, and then they banged again. Oh no, they banged. Yeah, and then they banged for the loving morning sex, and then they banged with the comforting banging, whatever that means. Like, apparently took all day to have office fantasy sex. I don't think it takes that long, besties. I've read a lot of fan fiction.
Oh my god.
Thank you for laughing.
Stop. Stop.
A lot of it's Bridgerton recently. We don't need to talk about it.
I think you need help.
I do. Thank you for noticing. She panics so hard she goes country hopping for 2 weeks to be rich. Oh my god. I think that's another issue. The fact that these people are rich, and I'm just sitting here just like, what the fuck? Why can't you? I remember the first one, the main character was a teacher.
I hope you know I'm just sitting here slow blinking. You know it's bad if I have to start slow blinking.
She finally realizes from all his comments that he won't come after her, because he's uncomfortable with taking advantage of the power imbalance. Wow, the fact that she just realized this. Hi, puppy. There's like this thing where she has geo-tracking on her social media, and she normally turns it off, except for on her birthdays, which is how he always finds her. And he tells her not to have it on. She's like, I usually don't, just for that day, so you can find me. Because of the stalking incident.
Why are we just bringing this stalking incident up?
Because it was mentioned earlier, but it's not important until this exact moment, where she hints on a social media post to him that she misses him. With geotagging, he gets a flight out to her over the night. He admits he wants a relationship. Also,
the one thing I don't like about these is they're just so fast. Like, I need people to be normal. And that's coming from me. If I'm telling you to be normal, you need to reevaluate yourself.
True. Anyways, also he's petting the kitty in a public restaurant.
Okay, thanks, we hide from the light.
True. I don't remember the sexual flirting over Lord of the Rings, but they do sexual flirt over Lord of the Rings. Bye, Bella. I love you.
Oh my god. You didn't even show me Bella Dog. That's so fish phobic.
I sent you a photo right before we start recording. What are you talking about?
Not exact. I haven't seen her very much lately. It feels like. I'm sorry I missed your dog. I'm never gonna get
I
your
should have taken
father.
her a picture of her last night when she came up and gave me a good night kiss. We have like 3 sentences left. I can do this. We can do this. They go up to the hotel and have fun, if you know what I mean. Also, when he's undressing her, he learns that she tattooed the bruises his fingers left on her hips.
Ah!
I forgot
How does
about.
that work?
I,
How? Are we just like,
I
how
forgot about
are we
that.
doing it? Like,
I forgot about that. Anyways, the last sentence is, yeah, this is my least favorite.
I'm sorry. I want to know how these tattoos work. I have so many questions. Is it just like, did she tattoo purple blobs on her hip? Like,
I think so, yeah.
um, like I get it, but like at the same time, that like no, I don't.
um, yeah, no, it's a book that I read like months ago. Yeah, May 10th. 2 months ago. Um, the way I write this right after my birthday, that's flowerphobic if you ask me.
I agree.
Also, the way the cover of this one is the best one is, you know, also says something. Anyways, I don't want to talk about this book anymore.
We've only been on call not even 25 minutes.
I know.
You think people will listen to this one?
Probably. Hey, if you're listening to this, if you're on YouTube, up in the cards we'll have Your Dad Will Do, which is the first book in this series, and I recommend you listen to that episode because barely anybody has, and it's very funny, much funnier than the other two. I
Also, if
recommend
you're
that
listening
one.
to this on YouTube, comment. We don't receive comments. Please comment. It
Unless
would
for your
make me very
spam.
happy. It would make my day. Imagine being one of the first people to receive a Fish and Flower podcast notice. Just
Why is my
imagine that.
dog just walking down the road? um, my dog's weird.
I don't know why your dog's doing what your dog's doing.
She's just a weird dog sometimes.
Sometimes.
She's a weird dog a lot of the time. Oh my god,
Jeez.
I gotta tell you this fun fact about my dog. So we get watermelon in summer for Bella, right? 'Cause she likes watermelon. And it's good for dogs and it's crunchy, right?
Crunchy.
Especially since she doesn't drink a lot of water, so that helps, right? And yesterday the sister was feeding Bella watermelon, and because she wanted to show me this thing that she does with the watermelon, right? Like how Bella won't eat the watermelon unless if my sister takes a bite first, so that Bella knows that it's good,
Oh my god.
which is so funny and adorable. And so my mom's in the kitchen, and she grabs one of the pieces of watermelon, and then. Like 10 minutes later, my sister comes up to my room and is like, "Mom ate all the watermelon." I was like, "That's Bella's watermelon."
Oh,
Oh my god, she literally went down the road.
you know, when I feed Ibby watermelon, I leave it on the ride and I make her eat it like that because it makes her eat it slower and it's so cute watching her
Yeah,
eat
that's
watermelon. It's
Ivy
normal
does the same thing. Bella's not as good at that, but Ivy is.
because Ivy's just a good little Ivy dog. And Ivy dog needs a kiss on Ivy dog's head, and I miss Ivy dog.
Me too. She would cuddle me in the morning. I haven't had Ivy cuddles in forever.
Go steal Ivy dog from me.
Okay. Um.
Thank you.
Okay, you want to do an outro on this episode?
What am I supposed to say?
I don't know.
Listen to
Promote
the
this shit.
podcast wherever you can find the podcast. All our shit's in the description.
That is accurate.
Maybe I'll post on the Instagram. Maybe I'll post on my Instagram. Probably not. It might, like, I don't know to tell you on my behalf, but go watch Rose's videos
Yeah.
because somebody needs to do it.
Yeah.
And it ain't gonna be me until I have specific sets of things. And that sounds horrible because you're my friend, but when I do watch your videos, I watch multiple of them, and then your watch time shoots way up, and then you love me again.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.